What if I told you that the quarterback that's going to win your fantasy football league isn't even being drafted as a starter right now? After Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson get picked, what's your game plan? Well, don't worry, because these sleeper quarterbacks that I'm about to name could save your season. Everyone on this list has either finished inside the top 10 or has the potential to finish inside the top 10. But one thing's for sure, they are all being overlooked in fantasy drafts. So I'm going to give you 8 names that you need to keep in mind during the later rounds of your draft, especially if you missed out on one of those elite guys. Now let's not waste any more time and get right into this one. First man up is Aaron Rodgers. Now, I know I'm beating a dead horse on this one, and there are much better picks coming up in this list, but his name needs to be said. He's probably not going to finish inside the top 10, but he's currently being drafted as quarterback 28, which is criminal. He hosted one of the best statistical seasons of any franchise quarterback for the New York Jets. Rodgers may be 40 years old, but he is still a 4-time MVP who holds the lowest career interception rate in the NFL. Now, I'm not saying that you need to draft him in 10 to 12 team leagues, but if you're in a 14-plus team league or in a superflex league, you could get some serious value out of Aaron Rodgers where everyone else is sleeping on him. Next on the list is Bryce Young. Towards the end of the 2024 season, Bryce Young finally found his stride. From weeks 12 to 18, he finished as quarterback number 8 in fantasy points per game. During that time, he had the 5th highest deep throw rate in the NFL. Mind you, he did that with one of the least impressive wide receiver cores in the league. This year, the Panthers drafted the 6'5" Tyrone McMillan in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, adding their first real wide receiver to the locker room since DJ Moore. The Carolina Panthers also improved their offensive line, and this year that line ranks just outside the top 10. So with all of that being said, don't be surprised if the former number 1 overall pick outperforms everybody's predictions in 2025. By the way, just a quick reality check, almost 90% of you guys watching this video right now aren't subscribed. So if you're finding this helpful, just tap that subscribe button so you don't miss any more deep dives like this. Next up is JJ McCarthy, and he's currently being ranked as quarterback number 20. But let's not forget that he was picked 10th overall in the 2024 draft, and due to a preseason injury last year, he didn't get to play any snaps his rookie season. Instead, Sam Darnold came in and filled in for him, and Darnold was preseason ranked as quarterback number 26, but he ended up finishing the season as quarterback number 9. Kevin O'Connell, the Minnesota Vikings head coach, is known as the quarterback whisperer, and any quarterback who goes through this system seems to outperform all expectations. This year, with TJ Hawkinson healthy and Justin Jefferson looking to be the number 1 wide receiver in all of football, I think JJ McCarthy will outperform his current prediction of QB 20. And I'll take it one step further and even say that I think that JJ McCarthy can actually finish inside of the top 12. Next up is Jordan Love. Now, people seem to have already forgotten that he finished the 2023 season as quarterback number 5 for fantasy football purposes. He may not have popped off like that in 2024, but that's because he was dealing with the MCL sprain that he suffered against the Eagles in Week 1, and it was pretty obvious that he wasn't 100% for most of the year. This time around, Jordan Love looks healthy, and the offense is looking to expand on their back-to-back playoff runs in Green Bay. Jordan Love also got a new wide receiver in Matthew Golden, the 23rd overall pick in this year's draft, and there's really a good chance that Jordan Love will return to his 2023 form. I believe in this one pick so much that I'm willing to make you guys a bet. Now, I really don't want to do this, but if my hot take does not come true, I will make a hot take come true. If Jordan Love stays healthy for the entire 2025 season and he doesn't finish as a top 12 quarterback, I will eat a ghost pepper on camera and read the funniest comments that were left on this video.
Bruh.
Okay, we're at the halfway point. Let's move on to Drake May. Now, Drake May did the best that he could with the pieces that he had last season, but let's be real, it was pretty underwhelming. The New England Patriots offensive line was porous at best, and arguably his top 2 pass catchers were Hunter Henry and Demario Douglas. I've seen JV high school players get more separation than those 2 guys. Despite that, in the games that Drake May played at least 90% of the snaps, he averaged almost 19 fantasy points per game, which would have made him QB 11 in fantasy football last year. In those games, he averaged 37 rushing yards per game, which was good for 5th among quarterbacks last year. This year, he'll have 4-time Pro Bowler Stephon Diggs and Mac Hollins to throw to, 2 guys who are known for getting open and torching defenses. And with a newly revamped coaching staff, including 3-time Super Bowl champion Mike Vrabel as the play caller, I expect Drake May to make leaps and bounds in 2025. And I also wouldn't be surprised if Drake May finished inside of the top 12 this season. Now, my next pick is probably going to get me into some hot water with you guys, but I have to say it. It is Dak Prescott. I don't know if it's the fact that he kills the team during the postseason or if you guys just think that he's wildly overpaid, but that doesn't matter because for fantasy football purposes, Dak is good. Like, really good. Like, way better than you guys might think for fantasy football kind of good. Dak Prescott has finished as a top 10 QB or higher in 6 of his 9 seasons with multiple finishes inside of the top 5. And before he got injured last year in 2024, he was on track for over 4,000 passing yards and 33 passing touchdowns, placing him just outside of the top 10 quarterbacks. Now, Dak is projected this season as QB 15 and being drafted at an ADP of 93rd overall. But with the Cowboys having made some changes in the backfield and the addition of vertical threat George Pickens, Dallas should see some lanes open up downfield that they haven't seen in a long time. If Dak Prescott's track record means absolutely anything, he is probably going to finish inside of the top 10 for fantasy football purposes again in 2025. Next up is Jared Goff. Now, Goff finished the 2024 season as QB number 6 last year. He had the 3rd best touchdown rate in the NFL last year, and he ranked 2nd in yards per attempt and 4th in accurate throw rate. He also led the Detroit Lions to the NFC North Division title, 4,600 passing yards, 37 passing touchdowns, and the 6th best QBR of the National Football League. Jared Goff is a true pocket quarterback. This season, he's being viewed as QB number 14, but with the options that he has around him in Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and Jahmyr Gibbs, it's hard to picture Jared Goff finishing outside of the top 12. If you're in a deeper league or in a superflex league, Jared Goff is a must target. And the last pick on this list for the most underrated quarterbacks of the 2025 season is Caleb Williams. So last year, Caleb Williams definitely had a rough season. He was projected to be quarterback number 12, and he finished as quarterback number 21. So the disappointment was real for Bears fans because the rest of us knew that the quarterback situation wasn't really the issue in Chicago. It was that offensive line and the pass protection. Fortunately for Caleb Williams, Chicago actually did something about that here in the 2025 offseason. Chicago went out and picked him up 2 offensive linemen in Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson, and they also got him another short-range weapon in Colston Loveland. They also went out and picked up Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator that was responsible for the rise of the Detroit Lions. Caleb Williams is ranked again as this year's quarterback 12, but I think that this year with the improved offensive line and the additional short-range weapons, that Caleb Williams is going to show you why he was the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. So there you have it, guys. Those are 8 quarterbacks that you should definitely keep in mind in the later rounds of your NFL draft. And if you guys like this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel so you can get more content just like this. Until next time you're watching Football Nation, my name is Mario Manuel. Let's effing go.